Okay, so we can proceed now with the another speaker about the impact on tourism of this project. Si Al Linsangan of the Sustainable Tourism and Development Incorporated organization. Al.
Yes, good morning everyone. Happy Earth Day po sa ating lahat. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation. It's quite difficult for me to present with slides, with only 5 minutes. So what I would like to share, this is in a connection po sa diniscuss ni Ma'am Nars. I further po ano po yung impact not only sa tourism but with the stakeholders, being a stakeholder in tourism in the last 21 years, tour operator po kami. And we advocate ecotourism and sustainable tourism po in Calamianes. And to tell you, yung saloobin po ng private sector, ano po yung mga views, I've been in some table discussions with stakeholders, random, and trying to get their insights and views. And it is very clear na yung project na to is unclear. No? Hindi po siya malinaw, hindi po siya nailatag ng maayos. And number one, the project is under Bintuan Sangat Marine Park. Please note sa Coron, we have two major na marine parks, and these are open for tourism. One is Bintuan Marine Park, Bintuan Sangat Marine Park, and number two is Siete Pecados Marine Park. And I myself, ako po ay involved in yung pag-process po in the legwork and groundwork of these marine parks way back 2004, if I'm not mistaken. Kami po yung under SEMP-NP. This is under the DOT JBIC project, Sustainable Environmental Management Program for Northern Palawan. I was involved for 2 years. So, ginawa namin yung legwork. And para po makapag-establish ng marine park, you need some criteria. And nakita po natin, in the case of Bintuan Marine Park, meron siyang attribute ng pagiging historical. May historical value po yung lugar because of the shipwreck. And having the presence of the IPs na may mga cultural practices, may cultural significance din siya. And of course, in Marine Park, napaka-importante po yung biodiversity. One of the criteria, yung attribute po ng lugar is meron po siyang high level po ng biodiversity. Kaya nga lang po, with this project, it is not clear, wala po kasing nakikitang study, walang impact assessment, And normally sa MPAs, meron po tayong municipal mayroon tayong Marine Park Council. And wala naman pong stand yung council as of this time, So wala po tayong nakikitang ganong angulo. Number 2 point, wala pong proper consultation with the stakeholders. And normally po, with all the projects, kailangan natin ng barangay, ng endorsement from the barangay level, kailangan natin ng involvement or views from the private sector. And I myself was a member of ECAN. ECAN is Environmentally Critical Areas Network. I'm a board member for 16 years. This is under the PCSD. And at the same time, I'm also a member of Municipal Development Council. We are part of the advisory group of the LGU. And wala pong dumaan sa amin po na proponent or any man lang na consultation about this project. So it is very important po in cases like this that the government is aware of what we are doing, especially if it's a national project. And very critical po yun kasi the barangay, the private sector, the board, that yung responsible po for planning and approving po yung mga projects. Anyway, I have 5 minutes. I'm point 3 na po ako. I make it a point na one point is 1 minute. Number 3, ano po yung implication sa ICAN, sa ICAN mapping natin, sa PCSD po mayroon tayong tinatawag na ICAN zones, wherein we identify the critical zone, the restricted zone, the multiple use zone, and it's in color coded. Ngayon, having this project, kung makikita natin yung presentation kanina ni Sir Miguel, makita natin, this is a ridge and reef project. Ridge, no? Yung mountains, no? Covering the mountains, covering the forest, covering the wildlife, and yung bridge po should be connected by roads. So yung ridge, i-chop din siya, aside from creating the bridge, from installing the bridge, meron ding roads doon sa mga mountains. So imagine po yung extent po ng siltation, extent po ng damages. Wala pong binibigay na assessment, impact assessment. Normally, when we do these things, we should do a resource inventory, no? We should quantify ano yung value ng damages sa reef, ano yung fish stock, ano yung damages sa forest, no? And we should quantify this if it's really kung makaka-recover ba talaga yung project. Okay? So, ano po yung rehabilitation program? Normally, marami tayong nakikita after they chop the mountain, iniiwan na lang, no? Erosion na po yung susunod na problema, no? After they install the bridge sa mga corals, iniiwan na lang. So, forget about the siltation. Yung gano'n na lang po yung mga project. So, things like this ay hindi po nakita, no? Hindi po siya nailatag. Number 4, wala pong proper na dialogue. Wala po tayo nakikita na dialogue between Coron and Culion municipal local governments. Meron ba talagang common na agreement? Was there any common understanding between the two? Hey, Culion, hey, Coron, let's do bridge together, no? Para ma-connect natin, para yung ating ekonomiya is lumaki, para yung ating tourism. Wala po. Wala po tayo nakikitang mga ganong dialogues. Kasi normally, if there will be dialogues like this, there should be also a public consultation. So, things like this, hindi talaga natin nakikita that these are priority projects as discussed by Ma'am Nars Lim kanina. No, hindi naman siya nandoon sa priority list ng ating mga projects, no? And number 5, who should exemplify in sustainable development practices, no? Ito po yung medyo ironic, no? Yung irony po sa ating proseso. Tayo pong mga private sectors, kapag tayo po ay isang project proponent, kasi po being an econ board, lumalapit po sa atin yung mga private sectors, i-present nila yung kanilang mga papers, yung kanilang project. Alam nyo, katakot-takot po na requirements yung kanilang kailangan ipas. Normally, kailangan nila ng endorsement ng barangay. After ng barangay, kailangan nilang iakyat yung kanilang project sa Sangguniang Bayan para magkaroon ng endorsement. While doing that, kailangan na nilang simulan yung EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment, para magkaroon sila ng ECC. Lalapit sila ngayon sa PCSD para sa Econ Board para magkaroon sila ng SEP clearance, no? SEP clearance, no? Kung maliit na project within the LGU, kung mas malaking project, doon kailangan sa province. Kailangan humarap ka doon sa chairman ng PCSD. So, maliban dyan, marami pa. Kung ma-implement mo yung project mo, kailangan mo na naman sa DNR bumalik for your ECC, I mean. Tapos, even your septic tanks, even po lahat ng landscaping mo, lahat po kailangan ng social acceptance. Ang tanong ko po, bakit po, ito po, hindi ko lang tanong actually, habang nagdi-discuss kami with other private mga players, bakit po pag government project, hindi po natin nakikita that they are diligent in doing the process, no? Bakit yung diniscuss ko kanina, bakit hindi man lang nailatag ang impact assessment, bakit walang consultation with stakeholders, bakit walang public consultation, no? So things like this, bakit hindi sila nag-appear sa council, bakit walang public hearing, no? So ano po yung impression ngayon ng governance natin, no? Sa ating mga private stakeholders, sa ating private sectors. So I think the government should lead by example in doing such project, no? In environment, in tourism, in society, specifically sa social acceptance po ng any government projects na we are undertaking. So with that, I would like to end my presentation. I think I've utilized my 5 minutes and beyond. Thank you, Howie.
Yes, maraming salamat, Al Linsangan of Sustainable Tourism and Development Incorporated. It was good seeing you again.